desk. Yeah, we're a bit of a main desk enjoyers. Alright. YouTube. I got you guys in. Also, I've got new monitoring software on YouTube.com. Fuck you, YouTube! I got new monitoring software because we're gonna bring on... We're likely to bring on some new YouTube mods soon. So I'm using this to test and see if it's correctly logging YouTube actions. Because on Twitch it does that natively, but John YouTube decided to not give us that feature. So you have to use third-party tools to log mod actions. Oh my good god. Alright, hang on. How many of you say fuck YouTube? Sorry, YouTube bros. The hater economy is funding this stream heavily, and it's not in your favor. Aye. Hang on. I gotta get the... Not enough. To Twitch, I love you. See, look how sweet they are. Look how nice they are. And for what? Do we not just get along? Alright, speaking of YouTube, and I wanted, I decided against making a community post. I decided to simply drop this straight in the... Dude, I can't stop fucking burping while I'm talking. What the fuck is wrong with me? I think I got some kind of, like... I got some kind of problem, man. Personally, I support equal rights for YouTube this June. Ah, excellent. Happy Pride Month, everyone. Holy shit! Will3001, thank you so much for the 10 gifted memberships. To Jaraxi, Olo36, Yuin, Mario Miranda, Bob Katzenberg, Iswana, Step Pepper, Marshgar, and Jake Watson. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. He's got the burp lung. Yeah, we don't gotta talk about what kind of fucking lung I'm gonna have after this stream. Good Lord have mercy. We gotta, we'll get into that in a second, okay? This is gonna be, we're gonna be doing a bit of yapping today, because it's fun. Also, because I don't think it's gonna take, I'll see if I got the line. Also, because I don't think it's gonna take that long to make this. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Alright. Hang on. YouTube, if you want to, if you are a regular on the YouTube chat and you wish to assist in moderating, hang on. I was gonna make this a community post, but I realized we're gonna much more effectively filter out people that are not regulars in the YouTube chat by simply only posting it in the chat. YouTube live mod applications open here. If you want to be a mod, fill this form out, and I will pin this for the duration of the stream. And that should be good. I think I asked enough questions on there to get a good read. He's gonna expose your information. I'm leaking the emails of everyone that applies. No, I would not do such a thing. Oi. Digitizer, thank you for the 100 bits. Fuck YouTube. Alright, bro. Come on, man. Malocalypse, thank you for the 7 months. Appreciate ya. Digitizer, thank you for the 100 bits. Not reading that one. Ratman, thank you for the Prime sub. Appreciate ya. Mr. Delayer, thank you for the 101 bits. What's your go-to Dave's Hot Chicken order? I've been there twice. Both times they were really good. And the last time I went, I got the chicken fries, like a medium. And it was, even a medium was a fucking lot of food. It was damn good though. They are worth giving a try. I get that or the chicken sandwich personally, but that's just what I typically get. Jamu, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Streamer, please play this when you get the project done and go light up. What the fuck is this? What is this? If I open this and it's some foul shit again, I'm gonna be a little pissed. Not gonna lie. The mesothelioma can. Yeah, sure. Okay. Sure. Why not? Let me put this one on the, let me open this one in a separate tab. Have it over here. Just on reserve. Of the new model. I'm glad you like it. It's not really a VTuber model because it's just a PNG, but that's how all my shit is. It's time for gigacancer. I can't be a mod because I can't commit to the time. That is fine. That's why there's that's why I'm asking. That's why it's a volunteer type deal. Bro's gonna get asbestos flown. Bro is getting asbestos mouth. Listen. I'm going through, I'm gonna be going through decent amount of possibilities so that I can conceivably smoke this thing without getting asbestos lung or mesothelioma. But we'll go through that in a minute once I go through the receipts. Then I'll go over what we're gonna be doing and a little history of what it is we're recreating. Cause I don't know, I hear about this thing a lot, but I bet a lot of you guys haven't heard of it at all. Nabby2Next, thank you for the 7 months. Thank you. Is Kismet, thank you for the Prime sub. Big Crunchy, thank you for the 5 months of Prime. Thank you. Purpley Unicorn, thank you for the 3 months of T1. Thank you. Robert888, thank you for the 7 months of Prime. Buster Machine 1, thank you for the 5 months of Prime. Forgotten Bagels, thank you for the 2 months of T1. Slabs Devin Mute, thank you for the 13 months of T1. King Epic, thank you for the 11 months. Almost out a whole year. You love to see it. Mad Mog, thank you for the 12 months, a whole year of Prime. Nabby2Next, thank you for the 500 bits. KT Bressel, thank you for the 5 months. Nabby2Next, thank you for the gift sub. Thank you. Koopykin, thank you for the bits. John Madden's Feet, thank you for the 200 bits. Dalek, thank you for the 200 bits. Pankake, thank you for the 1 year of T1. Thank you. Tunex, thank you for the 500 bits. King of Osha, thank you for the 100 bits. Shamu, thank you for the 200 bits. Oi. MF Boab, thank you for the 4 months of Prime. Appreciate it. Shamu, thank you for the 200 bits. Keyboard Cat, thank you for the 3 months of Prime. Digitizer, thank you for the 200 bits. Cybernetic Zorus, thank you for the 5 months. Club Dot, thank you for the 6 months of Prime. Uwo Splooge Slab, horrid name, thank you for the 7 months of Prime. Appreciate ya. Tunex, thank you for the 100 bits. Thank you. Has Slab fried this rice? Thank you for the 4 months of Prime. Quintanil, thank you for the 100 bits. Antix Resync, thank you for the fresh Prime sub. Unmanly Cheese, thank you for the 100 bits. Dalek, thank you for the 200 bits. John Man's Feet, thank you for the 200 bits. Nai Zara, thank you for the 6 months. Thank you. Oi. Rough Luck Games, thank you for the 1 year. Aye. Shamu, thank you for the 200 bits. Red Troubadour, thank you for the 200 bits. Thank you. Shamu, thank you for the 200 bits. Appreciate it. Dalek, thank you for the 400 bits. Silent Talking, thank you for the bits. High Demon Elgrim, thank you for the bits. OU, thank you for the 4 months of Prime. Great seeing you around, brother. Shamu, thank you for the 100 bits, just to say fuck you, YouTube. Oh, sorry, I mean the 200 bits. Sorry, I mean the 300, the 400, the 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000, 1,100, 1,200. Just to say fuck you, YouTube. Thank you kindly. Aye, aye, aye. And for the 200 to say bitch ass Disney adult. Bro, everything you say, you're calling someone names. What's the deal, bro? Why are you mad? Is only game. King Kavosha, thank you for the 100 bits. Dalek, thank you for the 100 bits. King Kavosha, thank you for the bits again. Dalek, thank you for the 200 bits. Sparnage, thank you for the fresh Prime sub. Appreciate ya. Dalek, thank you for the 200 bits. Shamu, thank you for the 200 bits. Some shit in Japanese that I can't read, but I appreciate you because you've been here for 11 months of Prime. Aye, aye, aye. Shamu, thank you for the 200 bits. Freckled Goblin, thank you for the 18 months of Prime. Thank you, thank you. Kate Ember Rose, thank you for the 4 months of Prime. Glad you've been here. Angelo Sardo, thank you for that 11 months. Oh, yeah, you're the one that lost your watch streak because you have a life. Sad. Tragic, even. Multi-Turbo, thank you so much for the 21 months of T1. Papa Slabber, thank you for the 6 months. Icky Bones, thank you for the 2 months of T1. Shamu, thank you for the 100, 200 bits. Your problem is called Diet Dr. Pepper. That's the least of my fucking problems, brother. Bipolar Express, thank you for the 8 months of T1. Shamu, thank you for the 200 bits. Oi, oi. Shindig's Blasto, thank you for the 12 months of T1. I appreciate you. Dalek, thank you for the 200 bits. WP Gubaru, thank you for the 7 months of Prime. Dalek, thank you for the 200 bits. Sky Tyrant, thank you for the 2 months. Navy Otter, thank you for the 2 months. Digitizer, thank you for the 200 bits. And Shamu, thank you for the 200 bits. Tanuki, thank you for the 100 bits. Shamu, thank you for the bits. I'm not reading the messages because they've already been read by the TTS. Shamu, sorry, thank you for the 400 bits, actually. All in all, it's good. Appreciate the 10 months. Thank you, thank you. Shamu, thank you for the bits. Have you seen a llama? Thank you for the bits. Digitizer, thank you for the bits. This is when the thing was getting a little jammed up. J-Nay Sice Jordan, thank you for the 4 months of Prime. I'm absolutely fucking brutalizing your name. I don't know how to pronounce French. My condolences. Mushrooms and Onions, thank you for the 200 bits. Thank you, thank you. And Shamu, thank you for the 200 bits. Oi, oi, oi. Read it, you fuck. It was 100 bits? Hang on, where was it? If I click back. The Running Man is a Stephen King writing as Richard Bachman novel. You want me to, dog, this was an answer to something we did on the Connections 30, 40 minutes ago. It is a foundational novel in the dystopian chase genre. They turned into a bad movies a few times, and some skag whore copied it wholesale to make the shitty Hunger Games. Don't rag. Who wrote the Hunger Games? Stephanie Meyer? No, that's Twilight. Who made the Hunger Games? Stephanie Collins. Right? I'm trying to remember. We getting monitored? Yeah, your ass is getting monitored. YouTube. I got your ass on the screen now. I can read what y'all are saying. Suzanne Collins. Oh, okay. I'm getting it twisted. My bad, my bad. I said don't disrespect them and then proceeded to not remember their name. Oh, listen. They made $1 billion off the Hunger Games. I doubt they care what some schmuck online remembers their name or not. John Baguette, thank you for the Prime sub for 19 months. Holy cannoli. Thanks, ShamWow. Thank you for the 9 months of Prime. Daphnite, thank you for the 100 bits. Happy Pride to my favorite Sig Sexual. Go treat your cigarette to something nice with this. Don't worry, bro. They have to call them sig sexuals now, but they used to have a more fitting name, but they deemed that one to be too offensive and outdated. Animator, thank you for the 100 bits. You're gonna end this stream with confetti instead of lungs? It's not gonna be that bad, okay? Trust me. Bull Shannon, thank you for the 9 months of Prime. Thank you, thank you. Strong Bad, thank you for the 2 gifted subs. Holy cannoli. Strong Bad, thank you for the 200 bits. If you can answer this riddle, I will drink tonight. What's 9 plus 10? 21. You stupid. Oxytropus, thank you for the 100 bits. Mr. Businessman, thank you for the $2. Congrats on your stream, Avatar escaping twink hell. Yeah, now it's an entire different gay phenotype. But it is at least the one that I look closer to in person. There's now slightly less disconnect between the full cams and the than the Avatar. Weaponized Neat, thank you for the Prime, Fresh Prime, thank you, thank you. Pokemon's Red, thank you for the membership, I appreciate you. Shamu, thank you for the 100 bits. Fuck you, YouTube, to balance out, bro. Jobo the Hobo, thank you for the 100 bits. I love the YouTube. Oh, that was what the balance was for. Shamu, thank you for the bits. I got the answer to your Hunger Games right here, Pants Grab. And thank you for the 100 bits, Shamu. Man went from twink hell to bear hell. No one ever calls it bear hell. You can't age out of it like you can age out of twink. Also, is it fucked that like 3 years ago I didn't know what any of those words meant? I feel like there's an unintentional side effect of being a Twitch streamer where you learn gay terminology. More than if you were just an average Joe. It truly does put you in front of an eclectic audience. The internet infection grows. I'm a little concerned about what this fucking strand is. Because I definitely had that asbestos chunk out on the desk earlier. Hang on. We haven't even done our today yet. We haven't even today'd yet. Daver David, who I've accidentally called Diver David multiple times. Thank you for the raid. Welcome in. It's called exposure therapy. I don't think that's what it's called. It really is a gay industry. Who's gayer, the YouTube chat or the Twitch chat? For this Pride Month, I'm gauging the gauge? I'm gauging the homosexuality of either chat to determine who is the gayest. This is something, we'll do that after we do the today. Remind me in like 20 minutes. It's probably us. I think it's Twitch. Oi. Dalek, thank you for the 100 bits. 3 years ago, you took your first male lover. That is not true. Loki Scarlet, thank you for the 100 bits. If you're a Disney adult, are you a Nintendo adult too? No, but I mean, some Nintendo games are fun, but I don't really play games much. Galen, thank you for the gift sub. The Buttswaggington. Buttswaggington. My bad. Had to read that one twice. Dalek, thank you for the bits. Today's Today is brought to you by Pride Month. Hope you guys are getting banged harder than this table today. You know what? Sure. Shamu, thank you for the 100 bits. I'm not reading this. If I read that, someone's gonna clip that without the context of it being read off the paper. Mods, cut up his foreskin. Oi. Read it! Read! Oi. Twink Hell or Paradise? Take your pick. Tanuki, thank you for the 100 bits. Alright, hang on. Alright. Let's stop reading these for a second. Ugh. Sorry, I was doing a line of Asbestos. No, I'm just kidding. Alright. Today, we're gonna be recreating a long-forgotten, long-discontinued, straight-up illegal cigarette variation from the 1950s. You just had to honk in the middle of it? You had to honk in the middle of it, huh? You gonna make me do it again? Today, we're gonna be... Fuck. Hang on. I need this one, because this goes in the YouTube video. And my editor gets mad whenever he's like, you didn't redo the today until you didn't get a... Hang on, I need a cigarette for effect. He's like, you didn't redo the today until you got a fucking good take, and now there's a honk in the middle of it. You guys are fuckers. Today, we're gonna be recreating a long-forgotten, long-discontinued, and now straight-up illegal cigarette from the 1950s. And that would be the Kint Microlight filtered cigarettes. Now you may be wondering, what could possibly be special about this cigarette that made it illegal? And the answer is that it causes cancer. I know that that's a shocking revelation, and that it's a cigarette that causes cancer. But this one's actually unique because it causes more cancer than usual. You see, in the 1950s, the cigarette company Kint was getting a little concerned that there were all these writings and articles and emerging scientific discovery that cigarettes might not be good for your lungs. And so to protect their business, they decided to start investing in the safer cigarette subcategory. Basically making ones that are filtered so that not as much of the cancer materials get into your lungs. And they ran this whole ad campaign for these new filtered cigarettes they were selling with the Microlight filter. And the whole... I did some research about this. The entire campaign, the whole ads and everything that they were pushing were like featuring like, your doctor says this is the cigarette that he would prefer, or like, doctors recommend the Kint Microlight, yada yada. It's the Micro Night. Oh, what am I saying? The Microlight? Whatever, man. You don't fucking care. They don't make these shits no more. Are you right? Is it No, it's Microlight, isn't it? Hang on. Editor, go change every instance of it if I'm wrong. It is fucking Micro Night, motherfucker. I actually just straight up read with no comprehension whatsoever. My bad, it's the Micro Night filter, not the Microlight, whatever. It's the same thing, man. It's like basically the same. Anyway, they were marketing these as a safer alternative to a normal cigarette with a standard filter in it. And they had this whole ad campaign featuring doctors recommending them and, you know, smoke the cigarette that'll make your doctor happy and all that. There's just one little problem with these guys. There's just one slight misstep in the design of the safety cigarette, and that is the material that they decided to innovate and make the filters out of was fucking asbestos. So a lot of people got mesothelioma and asbestosis, I think is how you say it. From smoking these cigarettes. They were actually infinitely less healthy than a normal cigarette. I think he's confusing this with Camel. It's not, I'm not confusing it with Camel, motherfucker. I have the, alright, computer, pull up the ads. Pull up the ads that I've saved specifically for this stream so that I can show you Hang on, hang on. Because apparently you guys think that I don't do nothing. Hang on a second. I should have had them already as sources, but you know, suck my cock and balls. Alright, these are what the ads were like. This is what the ads for these cigarettes were like. I'm sourcing a lot of info from this. I'm sourcing a lot of info from this from an article on Mother Jones, which goes into some detail. I don't know how reliable this source is. I have heard of the website before, so I'm assuming it's not completely fucked. Aye. But that's where I'm getting it from. Yeah, the micro night filter. This is why I pulled up. I guess you can't really read it well in this resolution, but it does say micro night, not micro light. Whatever, man. Have you heard of the new Kint cigarettes, doctor? And then they have this little thing where they're like, yeah, look, with these new filtered cigarettes, they don't leave as much trash. They don't leave as much tar. So it's better for your lungs. Except for, you know, the whole problem where they, No, I mean, hang on, let me get the cross-section of the thing. Let me just pull up a cross-section real fast. Yeah. This is the article. I've been sent this image. So some news slappa originally compiled this. I don't know where this comes from. But this is a picture of what they look like, and I've confirmed it with other pictures of what they look like. Anyway. 5,000 people have emailed me this and said you should make these. So we're finally gonna do it. This is what the cigarette filter looks like. Here they've clearly like picked out pieces of it to show the asbestos-ness. But yeah, it's just pure exposed asbestos. And I'm gonna go ahead and say, because I know people are gonna be questioning me, the asbestos I have is not blue. I don't know what kind of fucking blue asbestos they used. And there's different, like, types. They probably, like, color it for some things. I don't know, man. But, the kind I got is white, and just looks like... It looks like a white insulation, effectively. I don't have very much. We'll go into how hard it is to get asbestos in current year, here in a second. But, you know, for now... Something that I find interesting on this specifically is when I was doing research for this, you assume maybe incorrectly that like because the damage that you get from asbestos is like was so unknown for so long, it must be something that takes a really long time to kick in. But, no, specifically the factory where they made these cigarettes, or where they made the filters for these cigarettes, it was, like, worse than a normal asbestos processing facility, because normally they're making, like, big sheets and whatever, but here they're making these little tiny rolls, so it's being cut constantly into tiny pieces, and it kicked up a shitload of dust in the air. And something like... half the people that worked in the plant died, like, pretty young due to mesothelioma and similar asbestos-related diseases. So it's actually insane that they fucking made this shit at all, man. Nowadays, if one person dies in your factory doing the job, people are like, holy shit, and they go crazy trying to like lock it in. Back then they're just like, yeah, like half our workforce is dropping off like flies somehow. It's probably not the asbestos that we're cutting. Anyway. That's what we're making today. This gets us on to the number 2 part of this entire ordeal, which is how do you obtain asbestos in a world where it is incredibly stigmatized and legally restrained and, like, forbidden to the point where you can't buy and sell it anywhere. you have to pay a lot of money to get it out of your house if you have it installed anywhere. And like, you need it, you also like, you need a specific type. You need an asbestos wool or like a fibers, right? Because they also made it into like wall panels and shit. And the asbestos wall panel types are not gonna do for this. You buy it straight from Russia? Buy old insulation? Well, that's the thing, is the insulation they're packing in houses is generally not going to be as 100% asbestos. And I'm going to be real, I don't even know if the one that I have is 100%, but it's got to be close. So we have, this is what I have. This is the amount that I've managed to procure. And I got this out of an old glove, because they used to make fire gloves out of asbestos. It's probably, this was in between, it's not like in the glove, it's not like the inside lining of the glove, it's like in between two layers. And I have an old thrashed pair that I've had for a long time. I don't use them, but I've had it around. And I snatched one of these last time I was home visiting family, just in case I wanted to do something with asbestos, because this shit ain't easy to find. So where the seam had come loose, I just went in there and went and pulled some out. And it should be enough to make more than one filter for what we're doing today. You can sometimes still get it in forges. That's the thing. You know, people, like, lose their damn mind over asbestos. But that refractory insulation that I bought from China, which looks just like this, by the way. It's basically one-to-one, like, look and feel. Not that I would touch this with bare hands ever, haha. But, like, it's basically look and feel like the same. And, that shit's made out of, like, fiberglass or whatever. It's maybe not just as bad, but it's really fucking close for being as bad as asbestos. It's pretty foul. Oi, oi. Does it taste the same? Nope. I mean, no, I don't know. Who knows? Who could say? Who could say, in fact? I certainly couldn't. Kint's asbestos was blue because there was a high... Hang on. YouTube chatter? Giving information? It was blue because there was a high concentration of crocodolite, the most dangerous form of asbestos, and extremely toxic due to the fine needle fibers. What the fuck? Well, that's probably why people were having massive ailments in the factory where they were making this. Well, sorry, for accuracy's sake, I can't get any of the blue shit. But I imagine this one's probably still pretty fine, if I had to guess. You're gonna have to take what I can get. If I didn't have the glove kicking around from Grandpa's days, I don't know where the hell I'd get this. Because trying to find asbestos on eBay is impossible. There used to be a way to get it on eBay and Amazon because there was this Chinese distillation kit that would come with an asbestos mantle. And then Amazon apparently removed all the listings of those because I can't find them anymore. And now they come with a ceramic mantle, which I think is literally just asbestos covered in like a refractory, but now they call it ceramic. So I don't know, man. Maybe if you're looking for a little piece of it, you can get some there. Because it definitely, like, I don't know. They don't change their process very often on those Chinese resells. Aye, aye. It was the worst asbestos possible. This is tragic. That's also, like, insane. Without Amish country? I don't know if they were using that shit to begin with, man. There's some way to buy it still, but it'll get harder with time. I tried to buy new before I remembered that I had this. Well, I remembered that I had this pretty early on. This was part of the inspiration for doing this. But I wanted the blue. I wanted the blue asbestos. Because for the visual, it looks like the picture, right? I also did not know that that was the more dangerous one. But, you know, I was throwing off her accuracy a little. Oh, whatever. I wanted to get the blue kind. I've dug around forever. I've looked on eBay. I tried to get a pack of these cigarettes on eBay, or like one cigarette, just one real one. Fucking nowhere. Good luck. They sell empty packs for like 20, 30 bucks. You can't buy one that has any cigarettes in it. And that might just be the fact that they limit what you can buy and sell on eBay. They probably don't like you buying and selling things that are technically controlled. Because cigarettes are tobacco, so they're technically a controlled substance. That said, if you search up listen, not to give you any life hacks, okay? But if you search up old medicine, you can find some shit that should not be for sale on eBay. I saw someone selling, and this was like a month or so ago, because I keep a watch on this occasionally. Someone was selling like codeine syrup from the 1920s, still full in jar for like 80 bucks. And it's like, dog, I don't know if it's completely like inert. It's been a while. It's been like 100 years. I don't know if that means that shit's inert now, though. I don't know if you're technically allowed to be selling that. Old MREs have ciggies with possible asbestos? Oh, dude, I didn't even think of old MREs. That would have been the way. There's a ton of that stuff in the collectible bottles categories. Yeah, I know, because okay, listen. You guys think I'm going out crazy on this stream. You think this stream's going a little nutty. But one that I considered doing that I've now written off because I don't think it's a good idea is buying 100-year-old medicine on eBay and trying it. I think that might be a little too far for the bit. Like, as much as I love being a little crazy, I think that might kill me. Can you explain what asbestos does to the body? So, I'm not too knowledgeable on how specifically it causes cancer. But, asbestos is a mineral, it's mined from the ground as a rock, and it's got little tiny fibers. And they crush it up to expose the little fibers, and then they weave them into sheets, typically for insulation. Or they put it into sheetrock, for like asbestos tiles. But the way that it's harmful is that those little fibers are like micro glass shards, and in dust form, when you inhale it, those micro glass shards go into your lungs and slice them up and collect. And I think what it does is it fucking like grows over the shards, and that's what causes problems. But I'm not entirely sure about what exactly that does. Yeah, it's a rock. It is not. I think a lot of people think it's a manufactured thing. But no, asbestos is a mineral, which is surprising. One of many rocks that kills you. Oi, oi. The micro cuts that heal. Oh, hang on. Someone gave an actual answer. It's a mineral, not a rock. Jesus Christ, Marie. They're minerals, not rocks. Alright, hang on. Tiny fibers screw with your lungs and cause them to not work anymore. And the cancer is from cells trying to fix it. Alright, that was what I was wondering. Yeah, here's the thing, is asbestos is actually like an awesome material. From a material science perspective, it is incredibly good of an insulator, which is why they used it everywhere. Dude, the reason why those gloves are still around with the asbestos lining in them is because it's like, yeah, there's no better fire glove than this fucking thing. Nothing they've come up with since is nearly as good of an insulator while being that thin. If you made, like, clothes out of this stuff, you'd be fucking invincible. Except for, you know, the whole, anytime it puts off dust, you breathe it and it gives you cancer. Besides that, it's because it causes chronic inflammation, which causes cells to be produced and has a high turnover. More cells produced means higher risk of division errors. Oh, so it just, like, it basically just, random number generator spams your lung cells. Excellent. Good to know. All you need to know is don't do this. Also, for legal purposes, hang on, where's my disclaimer? YouTube disclaimer. Leapert. That's not a disclaimer. Hang on, where's my disclaimer? YouTube. Simulating for comedic effect. Do not try this at home. Yeah, you know what? That'll do. You know what? Stretch this on the entire top. Well, that's a little ridiculous. I'll keep it like this. Don't try this at home. Do not. Attention, if you or a loved one has been diagnosed with mesothelioma, you may be entitled to free compensation. Also, the other thing I found out while doing some research for this, I always suspected that it was a little more subtle, the, like, damage that it did. Turns out the reason why you can get financial compensation is because at some point they realized that their magical miracle material that they needed to run all this industry was killing people, and it took like 2 decades before they decided to fucking do anything about it. So they actually did have some idea, maybe not as much as we do now, but that's why you can sue them, because they did know there was something up if it was between like a certain time period. Alright, no name, thank you for the $2. This might be a bit too far, stay safe, man. Just wait till you see my fucking filter layers that I've got. Okay, so we'll get into that in a second. Because one is gonna be just rolling the filter. Part 2 is gonna be building a thing that will let us smoke it without getting asbestos in our lungs. And that's gonna be maybe a little more tricky. Tax collector, thank you so much for the fresh sub. SQWID, thank you for the 2 Australians. Happy Pride Month to my favorite gay Ohioan man. I'm not gay, but I appreciate the energy. Shadow Tiger, thank you for the $2. I swear rock wool is just the modern asbestos. The shit that they sell as refractory is basically asbestos. It still will fuck you up. Chef Xander, thank you for the Prime sub. Thank you, thank you. Momento Vespera, thank you for the 8 months of Prime. Thank you. Becca24, thank you for the T1. Appreciate ya. Tyrannical Rat King, thank you for the 100 bits. Sassy Cat, thank you for the $2. Brought back mesothelioma TV ads at 3 a.m. memories. Hell yeah, dude. Dalek, thank you for the 100 bits. For someone who claims to be straight, you ask us to suck your cock and balls a lot. Pretty sus, man. Look, you wouldn't get it, you know. We're operating by it's not gay if it's in prison kind of rules. Editor, cut that out. Party in the sack, thank you for the 2 months of Prime. Caffeine Freed Pepper, thank you for the 100 bits. This stream is sponsored by Big Tobacco. Yeah, this stream is gonna make Big Tobacco look like a great industry. King of Osha, thank you for the 100 bits. We need to make a cancer-free cig. Makes with asbestos, that's how they did, basically. Sassy Cat, thank you for the $5. Do you know what a Terminator Cobra is? If not, you should look it up. Also, new model? Yeah, I do got the new model. This is the one that you guys, gave some feedback on. I feel like with feedback, it fits me a little nicer. I like it. I like it. Hi, Demon Elgrim. Thank you for the 100 bits. Happy Gay Month. Hope you don't die of asbestos poisoning. Oh, thanks, bro. Nightwolf, thank you for the 100 bits. Thank you. Digitizer, thank you for the 100 bits. Shamu, thank you for the 500 bits. Nightwolf, thank you for the 100 bits. Today, you get a daily pile of bits, and we extend that today more. All the today, for today, during the today. Tyrannical Rat King, thank you for the Prime sub. Thank you. Shamu, thank you for the 500 bits. Jovo the Hobo, thank you for the 100 bits. Thank you, thank you. I just realized he's posting 500 bits to honk the horn and make me redo intro parts. Motherfucker. Vorton Gaia, thank you for the $5. Asbestos is what's in popcorn ceilings, yeah? Not all of them. Not most of them, generally. Popcorn ceiling just looks like that because of plaster. So, some old ceilings have asbestos as like a fire prevention thing, but, it being a popcorn ceiling doesn't mean it has asbestos in it. Dalek, thank you for the 100 bits. I appreciate you. Gala Grins Art, thank you for the $5. Can you make a playlist on your VOD channel that has everything? I want to leave it on 24/7 for my cats. Yeah, I can do that if you want. I can make a playlist on my main channel that has all my YouTube VODs, if you'd like. That would probably be, that'll have the most recent stuff, at the very least. Mr. Delayer, thank you for the 100 bits. If you or a loved one has been diagnosed with mesothelioma, everyone's copy-pasting their asbestos ads. Yo, Strong Bad, thank you for the bits. Speaking of tobacco bullshit, chewing tobacco uses fiberglass to cut your cheeks so the drug gets in. What the fuck? Is that actually real? Is that actually, do they actually put fiberglass in chewing tobacco? That seems too dangerous to be worth it. Oi, oi. Yes, it's real. Yes, it is. What the hell, man? That's fact-checked by real American patriots. What the fuck are they doing, dog? Oh, Anon, thank you for the gift sub to caffeine-free pepper. No, caffeine-free Dr. Pepper. That's what it is. The Creator, thank you for the $5. I had to multi-tool some plaster walls to run a bunch of wire for lights and plugs, and I realized halfway through it was definitely asbestos plaster. Dude, they were putting that shit everywhere they could afford back then. It's actually so fucked. Elder Guild, thank you for the 500 bits. Thank you, thank you. And, Trailcoin, thank you so much for the 7 months of Prime. Thank you. Methyl Benzene, thank you for the 100 bits. Is there a full version of Fat Man Living in the Timu House by Hatsune Miku? No, it's just that one little ditty that Tomato made for the edit, which is awesome. But there is not a real one, no. Kevlar is a good substitute. Good itch and cancer tissue. Hashtag YouTube supremacy. Nocturnal, thank you for the $5. Apparently carbon fiber is pretty good at being fucking horrid. I know, someone was telling me, oh, you should make this, yeah, here's this guide on how you make stuff with carbon fiber. Wouldn't it be cool to make something out of it? I was like, oh, yeah, that would be neat. And they're like, oh, by the way, don't cut it. And if you do cut it, you have to cut it underwater, because if you don't cut it underwater, you have to wear a full body suit, like sealing around like the arms and everything, with gloves and boots and a full head mask, because breathing in the powder will fuck you up. But even just getting it on your skin will make you break out in a horrible rash, because the nanotubes are little like needles. So it's probably got the same shit that asbestos has. Was it toxic? Yeah, it was. You have a full body suit? No, I'd have to get a hazmat suit for that. Joe Lolo, thank you for the 2 months of Prime. Every time I hear of asbestos, I think of that damn muffin video from the 2000s. Shadow Tiger, thank you for the $2. Asbestos is fine as long as it stays sealed. Yeah, I think the main problem is the using it as part of the cigarette that you breathe through. Elder Guild, thank you for the 300 bits. I want the playlist. Alright, here. Let me set this over here, and I'll mark it. Literally free views for me. There's no reason for me not to do it. If anything, I'm incentivized. Hi, Demon. Thank you for the 500 bits. One final message. Just wanted to say you're one of my favorite streamers and YouTubers. Oh, thank you, man. Also, double the suggestion to add a playlist of all your stream music. You got some bangers. Google Toho Bossa Nova playlist, volumes 1 through 9, Shibion Records. That's what plays in the background. And then the other piece, which is nowhere on YouTube, is Mintium Delirium by Not Geyser, who is a person in this chat that made it for me. And the reason why it's not on YouTube is that if I post it on YouTube, someone can sample it, copyright their song that samples it, and then I'll get copyright claims on my shit. So he has been very kind as to not upload it anywhere. It's not on SoundCloud, it's not on, it's not anywhere because he releases other music, and if he released it, then it would be under the same, like, license as his other music. But you should go check out I'm Geyser on, Twitch.tv. That's why it's not anywhere, though. Pokemans, thank you for the $5. Fun fact, arsenic is also a mineral. I had to safely handle an actual conglomerate of both for work at university. Oh my gosh. Have you seen a llama? Thank you for the gift sub to Paul Seiden. And Caitlin, thank you for the gift sub to the Vern Burn. Thank you. And Tony, thank you for the $10. What do you think will be the next material that we find will be harmful in the next 20 years? They're probably gonna find something out about vapes. It's not as bad as a cigarette. There's no way. Like, I feel like we would have found it out by now. Hang on, I had an answer for this. I'm trying to remember what it was. 'Cause there's something where I was like, damn, we're gonna figure out this does something to you. Here's the real question. What is the thing that you could find out, fucks people up that would be actively suppressed? Probably like EMF or something. But we have pretty good, like, studies on that as well, because that shit's been around for over 100 years now. GLP-1? Yeah, see, everyone's saying GLP-1s. I don't know, man. I feel like we would already be seeing more problems with them. Because they've been used for, like, 30 years or so for diabetes. But the thing that I'm curious to see is not so much the main line with, like, the Ozempic stuff. Not so much the main line of, like, produced ones, but all the fucking bootleg ones people are buying from, like, mail order. Like, yeah, the Ozempic likes being produced by real pharmaceutical companies, those are probably fine. Those are probably fine and they're the standard. But I'm kind of curious if in the next, like, 10 years we're gonna find out that some fucking, like, TikTok advertised mail order pill is just fucking people over. There's a lot of shit like that. A lot of supplements and like, similar, like, drugs where there's kind of like a wildly accepted black market for them, where they're not really illegal, but if you got a contaminated batch or something, it would go unnoticed and a lot of people would get hurt from it. The peptides? Dude, they're going crazy with those. NVIDIA GPUs? I got some... Look, I don't wanna... You guys always make me argue like I'm in AI, bro, even though I don't like AI. Because people will say shit like, dude, it's gonna be the data centers poisoning the water and shit. That ain't how it works, dog. I've been in data centers before. We've had those for like 30 plus years. We would know by now if they were fucking things over. I swear to you. Oi, oi. Just complain about their power draw or something. Gala Grins Art, thank you for the $5. I currently have 8 videos playing on my computer. I need that playlist for my TV. What the hell? Bootleg vapes are another one. There's already been bootleg vapes that have killed people. Because they've been used, they use like, it's like bootleg THC carts where they use, I want to say benzene, I can't remember what it is. They use some chemical wrong and it's poisoned people. But none of them have been like the real brands. It's been like shit you buy off like AliExpress. The creator, thank you for the $2. Rhino pills from the gas station. Alright, no, that's some, okay, not rhino pills. Not rhino pills. There's like a new trend. I don't know if you guys have seen this. There's a new type of like, like, you remember Spice in 2010? There's like a new version of Spice where it's like kratom and some other shit that they're mixing together, and they're selling it in like drinks and like supplements, and they're selling it as healthy. That's gonna age fucking horrible. Those are like known because they're ultra addictive compared to other things, compared to even like Spice, because they simulate the same receptors in your brain that opioids do, so you get really addicted to them compared to like weed or like the fake cannabis likes that they're making, like Delta 8. $7-0 is bullshit. Leave kratom alone. Unless you are recovering from an addiction, you should not be fucking taking kratom. Don't come after me for being the anti-kratom guy. I'm probably saying it wrong. Is it kratom? I don't know, man. Shamu, thank you for the bits. Thank you for the 100 bits. They're getting real fucking smug in the Twitch chat here. Thompy11, thank you for the fresh prime sub. Thank you, thank you. Oh, and Cuchito, thank you for the $2. If 5G signals actually are harmful in 10 years, First of all, I don't think 5G is harmful because it's just EMF. And we've had studies on EMF for many years. But if somehow they found out it actually was, it would actually be so over. Craziest conspiracy theories wearing literal tinfoil hats end up being right about about it. Oh, it actually would be giga over. I don't know if anyone involved would ever admit it, even if it was discovered. If like 10 years later they found out it's actually horrible. That said, evidence-wise, I doubt it. AM radio signals scare me more than anything over 1,000 megahertz. That's what I'm saying, dude. AM, you can pull fucking current off of AM radio signals. It's crazy. You can pull an arc if you have a long enough antenna. They're really powerful. That's because you only see the evidence you want. I'm an electrical engineer. You are a guy who has end seed oils now in his Twitter handle. We are not the same. I'm telling you, man, if EMF ends up being destructive, the AM radio is doing worse. That shit is dangerous. It is strong. Share the knowledge of AM. AM radio is a really powerful signal. It's one of the older ones, right? It's like living near a damn EMP if you live, like... I don't think you can live near a transmission tower. But, they're so heavily charged that if you get near one, it'll arc electric from the antenna to you and kill you. They put fences around them to protect you from the antenna, not the other way around. Anyway, if you want to see, do a little trick. I have not pulled an arc from an AEM signal before, but I have gotten electricity from it. If you measure out, you have to measure the antenna to be the proper length to pick up the wavelength of AEM, because that's how antenna length works. But if you measure it out and do the calculation and cut a length of wire that will pull from an AM band, you can pull electricity pretty reliably from it, which is a little bit crazy. The towers are incredibly hot. Like, temperature-wise? I don't know. Probably, maybe. I don't know that. You chuck a stake into the range of the antenna and get an arc. Why is your character no longer a twink? I've taken the the pill that makes you no longer a twink. Optic FPV, thank you for the $10. I did Kratom for years and became extremely addicted. Started with a low amount, but then was drinking it constantly through the day. Really bad withdrawals when quitting. Don't try it, trust. I know a guy in college who didn't even get that into taking it, and the withdrawals he had when he tried to cut it out were really bad. It's wild too, because now like tech bros are getting on it for some reason. It used to be like a redneck trap, but now apparently they're convincing Silicon Valley schlubs to take Kratom for some reason. Oh, creator, thank you for the $2. Have you heard of powdered alcohol? No, I haven't. Also, we'll get into our stream here. I've been yapping a lot. I'll be in doctor mode now. GLP. Oh, hang on, Dalek. Thank you for the 100 bits. Wait, are you a doctor? All right, hang on. GLP-1 receptor agonists are used differently in type 2 diabetes compared with obesity or weight management, especially because the treatment goals, dosing, eligibility criteria, monitoring differ. Meta-studies now show a real association with gallbladder and biliary disease at higher dosage, longer durations, and when used for weight loss, as well as evidence around bone health and destruction of gut microbiome. Look, man, there's a reason I'm a fat fuck and I haven't gotten on Ozempic yet. Because there's just, like, I don't know, man. Stuff like that skeeves me out. I don't like being on medication that I don't have to be on, if that makes sense. Niall Lie, thank you for that $2. Yeah, bro, we're cancer maxing. Oi, oi. Tech bros will drink bleach if you tell them it improves productivity. Oi, oi. Ozempic is not worth it. Realistically, it'd probably be fine. I'm about to... You're telling a guy who's about to smoke an asbestos cigarette that you shouldn't take Ozempic because it might end up having some negative side effects long term. Like, realistically, right? Like, I think if any, realistically, I don't think it would be too much of a problem. But unless my doctor is like, you are such a fat fuck, you are gonna die young, you need to take extreme measures, which they ain't telling me that. Then I'd rather just eat less, man. I'd rather just do that. Oi, oi. GLP-1 made me get severely constipated to the point I was vomiting. What the fuck? That's crazy. New VTuber model. Yeah, I got the new PNG tuber. Alright. Alright. I think it's about time to put on our fucking respirator. Got a respirator. Yeah, I got the fucking filters in this thing for asbestos fibers. Get our respirator on. Respirator on, probably some gloves. And see if we can roll this guy into a filter. Aye. We should have some... I don't know if you've seen the photo, but we can glean from the photo of the original cigarette that there was some kind of paper wadding in here. So I think what they did was they crinkled up paper, rolled the fibers over the paper, and then rolled that into a filter. And that's how they got it. So I think I should probably start with some kind of paper. And technically, actually, I can use rolling paper. I have 1 billion rolling papers from all the fucking smoking I'm doing. And then just lay, I think if I pull the fibers and just lay it real thin over that, we should be able to roll this shit long ways into a filter. That's some shit Dracula be on? That's what I'm saying, man. What the hell are they doing? Alright, hang on a second. I could probably use my TIG gloves for this, right? Don't think that'll be... That's probably safe. My TIG gloves with a giant fucking tape on the end. Perfect. I mean, I can't believe they existed. This is like a parody of the tobacco industry. It is, like, maybe one of the worst things that the tobacco industry has produced, which is really saying a lot. You actually smoke as a habit. No, I do it solely for the bit. Sorry, never had time to get into smoking as a hobby because my job wouldn't allow me smoke breaks. Am I even gonna be able to fucking spread it in these gloves? What's the ramification of touching it with your hands? Is it that bad? I could get some plastic. I get some, like, nitrile gloves. Maybe I'll get that instead. Hang on a second. They're up in my kitchen. Haven't done any chemistry shit in a while, so I don't have them down here anymore. One second. Alright. Alright. Touching it is not the worst. Please put something on the You don't think this is a good rolling surface? I don't know what kind of problem you'd have with this, man. Yeah, I should, Here, hang on. Let me get one of the sheets of wood I have for my laser. Boom. I should engrave the names on this thing and then use this as a table topper when I need a smooth surface. The 1-inch deep divots are not a good surface. recently found your channel on YouTube and loved your content. Hell yeah. Glad you like it. What's the story behind the corn mask? Bought it on Temu for one of my buying bullshit on Temu streams. Ended up thinking it looked funny, and I've used it ever since. Alright. Except my lungs don't get fucking clapped. You're gonna have to just listen to me through this thing for a bit. Hey man, you gotta keep your lungs safe. We are gonna smoke this later, though. The table does not need asbestos along with whatever else. I wouldn't worry about it, man. It's fine. Fuck. Do we need like a... Huh. Editor, put as much of Smoke That Cigarette in the background as you can before I get DMCA claimed. Pull this into small fibers, ensuring that it can break off and spread to my lungs faster. I think that they maybe cut it with... Motherfucker. I think they maybe cut this with fiberglass. I'll find out if my fingers start hurting in a bit. See if this is enough. Dude, it's getting shoved off. It's not fucking rolling. Fold it over bigger, and then we'll roll that into Man Roll's worst filter of all time. Ask to lead the chemical company. Shit! That's not enough. I actually needed more. I thought that was going to be too much. Nope. Stop telling me how to roll. I'm not rolling it like a joint. I'm rolling it different. No, the way that I'm laying it out does look like I'm rolling a joint. I'm not gonna lie. Motherfucker, it like pushed out. How am I this shit at this? I was getting out. I was getting them crystal infused hands. I'm gonna wash my shit after this, man. Pull me out another rolling paper. I'm trying to think what bonuses you get from an asbestos filter. It was for people who are really into the cancer part of the cigarette. And it wanted more of that. I'm gonna be real. This is taking way more of the asbestos than I thought it would. This is like, you know? Alright. Dude, I'm gonna have... My hand's gonna feel like I was playing in the insulation after this. I just have that vibe. Do. It's not meant to roll that way? Yeah, I know. Yeah, dog, I know. It's not meant to roll that way. I did surgery on a grape. Yo, I love Chinese cigarettes. Thank you so much for the gift set. Where are those fake Chinese cigarettes I got? I gotta pull those out. I don't know where to get real Chinese cigarettes, if I'm being completely honest with you. Come on, dog. There we go. I know I'd get it out eventually. Alright. Now, I think you could see how I'm going about this. Ow! Stabbed in the arm by the fucking asbestos needle. All right. And now, yeah, baby. That ought to do it. It looks like it's smiling at you. There's a face. Oh! And then, let's do a backup as well. Because we have enough left here to do a backup. Dog. Ay, ay, ay. It was so hard to yoink the filter out of an existing cig. Ah, there we go. Alright. After much trial, we've got focus. We got 2 asbestos filters in our SIGs now. Amazing. Alright. I'm putting this shit back in the container. I'm kind of surprised how much of it we used for this. This is maybe the most toxic part of all. Alright. Definitely want to leave my helmet on for this, or my mask on for this. Yeah, there we go. Ow, my hand hurts. Hang on 1 second. Let me wash my hands. Do do do. Do 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 do. The asbestos paranoia, like we're not all surrounded by it every day, is unreal. I'm not saying I was handling it much more carelessly off camera, and most of my carefulness is due to the fact that people, like, freak the fuck out. But that's the primary reason is being safe due to people freaking the fuck out about asbestos. Realistically, the people that died from asbestos exposure were not... It wasn't someone who handled a little tiny piece of it once. It's people who are in a factory where they're blasting their lung full of dust every day for 8 hours straight. But, you know, we gotta work on the modern sensibilities because, you know, otherwise the platforms that I'm streaming this on get a little irritated about it. Grandpa got dust lung. This is so sad. Bro, you got dust lung, bro. Yeah, it's the prolonged exposure. Dude, people were telling me I was gonna get baker's lung from inhaling flour. And that shit is not even like... That's like... You have to work at a flour factory to get that. And even if you get it, the way you clear it is by, it's just not breathing in flour for like a week. Oi, oi. Guys, stop telling him to worry about the fibers spreading around. He's broken into his neighbor's basement for this one. Thank you for the bits, Dalek. Wes-Wezo, thank you for the $10. Do you watch SciShow? They just spoke about a new drug that helps with cholesterol. It's the same idea as an I might not need that drug, but it fixes the removal part. All I can afford. I do not watch SciShow. But I do have a family that has high cholesterol in it. So, I gotta be a little concerned of that. Oi, oi. Your doctor next year is gonna ask how you contracted mesothelioma. Vino Rezo, thank you for the $5. Oi, oi. I love Chinese cigarettes. Thank you for the 2 gift subs. Thank you. You toasted these roaches. Thank you for the 7 months of T2. Thank you, thank you. Light shines in darkness. Thank you for the $5. Maybe wipe the table off with a wet paper towel afterwards to get the fibers off. Love the content. Please don't get cancer. This ain't gonna be what gives me cancer. Trust me. I love Chinese cigarettes. Holy shit. Thank you for the 2,737 bits. Are you seeking a wife? If so, what's your dowry? Please, I'll pay anything. I'll get you the finest squirrels in the village or whatever meat your kind eat. Whatever meat your kind eat. Caitlin, thank you for the gift sub to Sea Snake. I actually will wipe the table down. Not because of asbestos, even. Just because I haven't done it in a while, and it's always kind of fresh. I always forget that I have these antibacterial wipes. VIP that individual right now. That's a fucking. Hang on, I gotta hang that one on the wall, man. That's a fucking generational comment. Please, I'll pay anything. I'll get you every squirrel and whatever other kind of meat your people eat. No, sorry, your kind eat. What the fuck? The fumes from the oil extractor will get them before the asbestos cigarettes. Yeah. Every time someone gets got by something, like a famous person or like a internet person, even, it's always something you wouldn't expect. It's not, you know, Michael Jackson didn't get the injury that ended up eventually leading to his death through like a domino effect while he was working on like Thriller. He got it while he was doing an ad for Pepsi. It's always some shit like that. It's never like the big move of your career. It's always some fuck-ass bullshit. If anything takes me down, it's gonna be a stream. It's gonna be a video that gets 30% less viewership than the average YouTube videos on YouTube.com. And a stream that only like some people showed up for. It's not gonna be like one of the greats. I thought you were gonna talk about the other thing Michael Jackson did. He got his hair burned off? That was what I was talking about. He didn't get his hair burnt off. He burnt his scalp so bad that it damaged the nerve endings, and it was incredibly painful for the rest of his life, which is why he had pain meds, and eventually those are what killed him, if I remember correctly. Maybe I'm off on my Michael Jackson lore. Implying this isn't fuck-ass bullshit? Okay, but it's epic. Promethean Creed, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Glad I got you on the fucking cottage cheese game. Put pretzel in my cottage cheese and it was glorious. I told you that shit rocks. Real Windbreaker, thank you for the 100 bits. Gotta squeeze in one more dono and say, during these tough times of moving out, these streams give me the best laughs I've had in years. Oh, thank you, man. I'm glad you like them. Right, Letha, thank you for the 100 bits. Come on, Slab, we need that legalized asbestos sticker from the Temu bike stream in the corner. Pokemon's Red, thank you for the $2. The chatter made a good point to wipe off the table. Y'all are not surviving the winter, that's all I'm saying. Sir Psycho Jr., thank you for the 100 bits. I appreciate you. Promethean Creed, thank you for the 200 bits. Thank you, thank you. Sergeant Buck, thank you for the $5. Workplace hazards are no joke. I walked in a shirt factory for so long that I got a closet full of defective sweaters. Oh, yeah. Frank Nedger, buddy, thank you for the 200 bits. The Belvedere Mountain Asbestos Mine, known as the Vermont Asbestos Mine or the the Vag mine in Eden and Lowell, Vermont, exclusively produced chrysotile asbestos. Made the safest asbestos products available, which was Longstrand, and didn't cause mesothelioma. Then why aren't we using that now, man? We should use that kind. Anyway, did you know there was an asbestos mine in Australia that was so central to the town's ecosystem that legend has it they filled the sandbox that the kids played in with asbestos powder? Anyway. I don't know if that's true. I heard that on the internet. I feel like that might be wrong. Unless someone has a reliable source on it. Oi, oi. All caused it, but just some are more dangerous than others. Ah, yes. Anyway, I've made my asbestos cigarettes now. So, now we gotta start part 2. How can I smoke these without getting fucking particle lung? Well, my friend, because I'm thinking we utilize some existing filter technology. So, here's my concept. Feel free to leave some 2 cents on this. All right. I got this fucking freaky gas mask. This is from a Temu stream a while ago. This Chinese filter is probably good enough. I'm thinking we could take this screw-on filter, arrange some kind of shit so it's like jar cigarette. Then you huff it through this, and then maybe this either goes straight through or this goes through like a water trap and then out. He's gotta get the Chinese lung. The Chinese filter is also asbestos. No, it is not. Shut the fuck up. That's a Soviet gas mask. There's asbestos in that filter as well. Are you really rigging up a gas mask, Bong? No, because I can't rip the thing off my face easy enough. I fear. Definitely water trap. That's what I'm thinking, man. That's what I'm thinking. So what we do, I think, is, does this thing come apart? No, I think it's... Okay. Plastic container with this, with the cigarette sticking out. This top part, big tube going to water trap. Then water trap in the mouth. That should do it. The Temu filter is not old underwear, bro. This shit is a, literally all the writing on it is in Chinese. There is not any English writing whatsoever on this. I can see 3/2/2025, which might be date of manufacture. It's also got a big ass crack because I dropped it on the floor before this stream. So that's a great sign. That's a great sign. Oi, oi. This shit is, this is this is, Your mouth has moisture, you should be fine. That's just asbestos in old newspaper. How many of you guys are gonna make the joke that the Chinese filter is just asbestos? Come on! Who else? Who else wants to make the same joke? It's full of shredded denim. Always crack your filters for additional airflow. I don't know about that one, boss. Hang on a second. Let me, grab some containers. About these, like, deli containers. Where's the lids? Where'd I put them? Oh, there we go. Dude, deli containers are great for building improvised smoke testing devices. Oh, hey, Soy, how's it going? I'm sorry, 8 hours of factory autism? Are you serious? It's already got me, bro. I'm already dying to the asbestos. We're making asbestos cigarettes today. Do you know they actually made these in the 1950s? There we go. Bro is already coughing. Bro is affected by mesothelioma. Bro is the you or a loved one that is affected by mesothelioma. But, contrary to popular belief, you are not entitled to free financial compensation. I don't know why I said free. If it's financial compensation, the implication is that you're not paying for it. Also, sorry, I mentioned earlier that I saw the Backrooms movie, and I just thought of this again. Am I crazy, or were they playing during the one flashback in the hospital? Were they playing Everywhere at the End of Time? Am I crazy? Was I imagining that? Was it just because I don't think it was? Wait, Everywhere at the End of Time? Is that what it's called? The fucking Dementia album. Were they not playing that? Spoilers? What was spoiled for you in this specific thing? They got a soundtrack in it? It was included? I'm not saying anything about the actual plot, okay? You should see the movie. I liked it. I liked it a lot. It's quite good. Water doesn't filter shit. The dust will stay in the bubble. Except for the small minority that happen to touch the edge of the bubble. Oh, okay. So what you're saying is the fibers that touch the edge of the bubble will be stuck in the water. That's what you're saying? Anyway, have you seen this? Have you witnessed this creation? This device? That's right. Didn't think so. Maybe this. Dude, I should just try the normal cigarette, like normal versus through this. This might be an innovative new technology. Hang on, we're ripping the filter bong on this. How much to boof the asbestos? Bro, I'm smoking it. The water trap will not filter the fine particulates. I don't expect the water trap to be the one filtering that. I expect this to be the thing filtering that. This is supposed to get the 99+%. And then the water trap, it would just be extra. But if you're insisting that it ain't gonna do anything, I mean, fuck, why am I even, like, splitting it? I could have the water trap in this, now that I think about it. Sick new art? Hell yeah, glad you like it. You should throw a clean tissue in there, each SIG, side by side, compare the discoloration. Hang on. Hang on, hang on. I know what this needs. I know what this needs, okay? I actually completely forgot I had this. This one's already kind of fucky looking. I've used it for something. Oh, it fits like a glove, man. That's actually, that's perfect. It was meant to be. All right, hang on. Where's the duct tape? Do 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 do. Da na 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 na. Do 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 do. What is this silly doohickey? This is the way I'm gonna blast this asbestos cigarette without getting asbestos lung. It's got a gas mask filter on the inside, so that you're huffing it through the filter. All right, hang on. And now we just need a fitting on the side. Hang on, hang on. The problem is, I had these fittings that actually fit a cigarette perfectly. The problem is that because they fit a cigarette perfectly, I've used them all. Because they get really tarred up. Oh, I can use that. That fits pretty well. Yeah, that'll work. This is genius. We're getting into real Uncharted crackhead territory with this one. That's awesome, man. Motherfucker, did that just crack? This is, they make, the plastic they make the container out of is less flexible than what they make the lid out of. Do, 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 do. na 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 na. Na 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 na. Do 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 da na na na. He didn't account for the microplastics he's done for. Are people still worried about microplastics? I thought they determined that a lot of the microplastic studies were tainted because of the dust coming off of people's gloves. Or was that big microplastic spreading misinformation? This is a little out of my field of expertise, so I will believe what chat says, even though I totally shouldn't. I should instead consult actual expertise. Both? Alright. I aim to be undecompostable due to microplastics. Inshallah, brothers. Alright, let me know how that works out for you, bro. If the gloves give off a lot of microplastics, wouldn't it also go to say that a lot of other stuff we interact with will give us a bunch? No. It's the difference is whether or not they're in your blood and brain. There's already a shitload of plastics in the air, which is not really necessarily a good thing, but you know, it's a little different than it being in your blood blood and brain and interacting with that. And balls, that's true. The plastics are stored in the balls. Alright. Guys. Fucking Micro Night. Alright, so this is a normal one. Normal cigarette for testing purposes. I'm curious. I'm also gonna take a paper towel, stuff it in here, see how... Let's see how dirty or clean this thing gets. Because if this comes out clean, then that means it's pretty good, right? Hang on, where's my toilet lighter? Actually, no, wait, that one ran out of fuel. I gotta fill it up again. For weed use only. Guys, new innovative double-filtered cigarette bong. This imagery alone. That... Editor is gonna have to censor this when we put this on a YouTube video, because this imagery alone is so bong-like that it's gonna get fucking, it's gonna get us demonetized on YouTube again. No way it gets all the smoke. You know what? I'll give you this. It didn't hardly taste like nothing. Hang on. The YouTube AI is already flagging this. I'm not gonna lie, that filter takes a lot out. This is not a bong. This is not, for educational purposes, this is not a bong. This is a cigarette filtering device that actually makes it healthier for you. Dude, I'm drawing it in and smoke is not coming out. That's crazy. You can kind of taste it, but it's not like a heavy smoke, if that makes sense. Do you get any air at all? Yeah. I mean, okay, look. If you look closely, it glows when I suck on it. Here, watch. See that? See how it... So it's absolutely drawing it. And look, this is full of smoke. Look at this shit. It's just that there's not... It's just that, like... What comes out of here is not smoke-like. Streamer about to figure out what gas masks do? Literally, though... Basically, what I'm saying is, if it's able to filter out that much smoke, this is gonna filter out the asbestos. Okay, no. It's clear, but it's getting through. Yeah, that's... Okay, no, it definitely is going through, but it's just not as, It's not as much. Ha! Filters too well. Going for the water, chat? It's still hot as... Yeah, I know. There's no water trap. Honestly, I don't think we need the water trap. This is definitely gonna filter out the asbestos. Totally not. It's not a bong, man. How can it be a bong if there's no water in it? Here, I don't want to be blasting these like crazy. This is gonna lead to the weirdest hazmat charge. It's just... Bro thinks we're gonna hazmat dispose. Yeah, we're definitely gonna do that. They call that a steamroller in paraphernalia terms. Is there a paraphernalia that runs where you blast? Is there a paraphernalia where you smoke through a gas mask filter? Does that exist? The paper towel is pretty white. Hang on, let me pick it out. Look at this shit, man. That's clean. I need a, hang on, can I go get a vacuum cleaner? I gotta know, man, hang on. I'm curious. If I forcibly smoke one through this, does it filter all the smoke? Alright. Hang on, I got my shop vac. My current bong is a great value Nutella jar. Listen, I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but if you are not a college student and you're smoking weed out of a Nutella jar, jeez, I don't know, man. I'd be thinking things over. I'd just be thinking things over. That's all I'm saying. Okay, look, I ain't smoking. Let's see how... Dude, this thing is, like, almost perfectly coupled. Hang on. Nutella jar bong requires insane mouth size. Being the bong maker requires knowledge of exactly how to set up a system that draws smoke through water. It's advanced. They always had me making this shit in college because even though I didn't smoke, I was the guy who knew how to make it. Alright, we're gonna see if these turn tar colored or not. And if they don't, then we're good, man. This vacuum will simulate the intense suck of my supple mouth. Alright. And then this gas filter should take most of it. This is just pre-testing for the, Alright. Alright. Kick them on. Oh, it's ripping that shit. Oh, bad. Hot damn, man. Holy, dude. That fucking ripped. Oh, no, it sucked one of the paper towels. Shit, it imploded this side of the container. Ah, that's fine. It smells weird. Man, that made the basement smell fresh. No vacuum, you're not supposed to hold it in. Dude, that I'm realizing it's blasting the smoke out of the blower end of the shop vac, but the smoke doesn't have any, like, smoke color, and it also doesn't smell the same. It smells different. Here, look, it discolored these a little bit. I don't know if you can tell from the white balance on this camera, but, like, they're a little discolored. But not nearly as much as if you blasted this shit straight, you know. Also, it burnt the it burnt the absolute shit out of this. Good grief. Slightly piss-colored towel. It is just slightly piss-colored. Alright, you know what? You know what? I am pretty confident that this is gonna stop any microfibers. I am pretty confident in this, in the ability of this device. And I think that using this, we should be able to safely smoke the asbestos red. I think that this should be able to safely consume this without getting asbestos in our lung. I only got 2 of these made, so let's see how this one works. Have fun with the fiber. It's not gonna suck fibers through, I don't think. I'm pretty I don't know, man. I have a good feeling on the safety of this. Hope the insurance company doesn't see this video if you go to the doctor. Dog, I don't know how to tell you this. They don't deny you. It's not like a car where if you're in a car crash, they'll find out you're to blame and then you have to pay for it. For medical stuff, even if it's your fault, they still pay for the insurance. I like the idea that, that they'd be like, sorry, you smoked asbestos, so we're not covering... We're not covering it. Yeah, sorry, bro, you broke your leg doing a stupid skateboard trick, so we're simply not gonna take care of you. Oi, oi. Yeah, they've denied me for shit for completely arbitrary reasons, but not at all related to me doing something stupid. They kind of with liver transplants? Yeah, but liver transplants, it's not a money thing, it's a supply thing. There's only so many livers to be transplanted. And if it's like, okay, do we save the person who has had this long-term condition that's gonna kill them in a couple years and we don't give them the transplant? Or do we save this guy who ate 20 Tylenol as part of a TikTok challenge? Then they're like, well, we're probably gonna evaluate the guy that didn't do something stupid first. That's different. That's not money-based. That's supply-based. Not all the money in the world changes the fact that there's only so many livers. Oi, oi. Did you know you have to get a new transplant every 15 to 20 years? What the hell? A TikTok man? He's popular online. Steve Jobs got 2 or 3 livers when he was dying at the end. They should not have given him... Once they found out that his ass was eating carrot juice instead of getting cancer treatment for a totally preventable cancer, they should have been like, nah, no livers for you, Mr. Jobs. You saying there's a market? I got some bad news for you. I don't think you can sell your liver while you're still alive. I think that's a you have to be dead kind of thing. I don't want you to die and become part of a Watch Mojo list. What's the Watch Mojo list? Top 10 biggest idiots on Twitch.tv. You have to replace your liver every 100,000 miles. You can donate part of your liver, it regenerates. What? Wait, what? Can you actually? Okay, dumb question for the doctors. This is maybe, you know, not the best stream to be appealing to doctors for legitimate medical advice. But, how do you hook up the new liver? Like, if you have a dying liver, presumably it's fucked, right? But like, how do you hook? Do you just like, yeah, just sew a tube here, it'll figure it out? Jump leads and a bit of 12 volt. It's one of the few organs that can regenerate. You can only do it once. You can only regenerate so much. Okay, that's still more than I thought, though. RCA cables, PCIe slot, wiggle the wiring harness loose and reset these. Now everyone's answering with jokes. Everyone's answering with jokes instead, telling me how the doctor plugs in the new liver. Yeah, they tattoo a service date over top of it afterward. Regenerate with consequences every time is a worse result. Yeah, it's like copying a VHS tape. Grafting? Have you not played Surgeon Simulator? What fucking year is it, Batman? Surgeon Simulator in current year? People haven't touched that shit in like over a decade now. As long as the new organ has blood flow to it, it's fine. Okay, listen, I don't know what to tell you, okay? You get a new heart. You got 2 cords going into the heart. Pump the blood coming in, and then the heart pumps, and then it comes out. You probably got other shit going into it too. Maybe some nerves, maybe like muscle connections, so that it knows to go boom, 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 boom. I don't know. There's connections that you need to make. On a liver, if you chop one end of the liver has tubes coming out of it, the other end doesn't. You chop off the part that doesn't have any tubes, and you gotta put it in the new guy's body, and his liver's fucked. What do you connect the tubes to? That's what I'm asking. I donated the answer. You remove the old one and then revascularize the new major arteries and veins. Wait, really? Hang on, wait. Hang on. That's a real answer. This is gonna sound dumb. Is the liver not like a tank? like a gas tank? Like, okay, assume for a second you need to like replace your gas tank and it's got like sensors on it. You can take the tank out and transfer the sensors over, but you still need a place to hook up where the gas comes in and where the gas comes out. That's what I'm asking. No, it's more like a sponge. It's more of a filter, very spongy. Really? So wait, all the stuff that controls it is just on the outside. So if you strip it off the liver and then put it on the new liver, then it works. That's cool. You talk a lot without actually doing something. Lily, not real. That's because I'm doing what's called running a show. When I'm doing a project where I've got 5 hours of work to do, every minute we're doing shit. Maybe I'll take some breaks to talk, but every minute I'm doing shit. When I'm doing a project like smoking the Asbestos cigarette, and I've already made the cigarette, the whole stream could be 30 minutes long. But I don't want it to be 30 minutes long. So instead, I yap at chat while doing other shit. Anyway, maybe the live streams ain't for you. Maybe fucking log off and then wait for the YouTube video to come out, little bro. That's probably more your speed. It's got less riffraff in it. You could totally ask Gemini. Utter protest, you're missing the point. The point is not to ask Gemini, it's to ask chat. I don't want an answer, I want to know what chat tells me. Come on, man. The cigarette is amateur hour, use a cigar. Cigars don't have filters. Come on. It can be more than 30 minutes if you include the ambulance ride. Asking Gemini is like Googling it, except, well, because it like collimates from multiple sources. They're getting a little better at their AI search functions, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know, man. I can tell that I'm on the boomer end of society now, because I'm like, I'll Google something, I'll skip by the AI summary and try to find like an article on it. Not even that I distrust it. Most of the time the AI summary's right. And sometimes I'll use it if I really can't find the source, but like, or like I'll use the source links in it, because it'll tell you like, oh, I got it from here, and I'll click through those. But I don't like just reading the summary. Maybe it's because I'm fucking old. Because like, when my dad would search things up, he would never, like, what was it? Well, how do I describe it? The way he would search was different than the way that I would search. Because I would just search and click through the top results, and he would search and scroll down until he found a page that wasn't like a syndicated article. Like, he would scroll down until he found like someone's blog and then click on that. And I feel like I'm doing one tier up from that, where I'm like, I'm not reading the summary, but I'll click the links in it and see what they say. Skipping the sponsored links? Well, I would do that. That's just because they often weren't what you were looking for. Oi, oi. Back in my day, you had an encyclopedia. You're doing the right thing. I just want to see the original source, but I do like that it can get the sources for me. Not gonna lie, that's a pretty good feature. Being like, here's a short summary, here's the source. Ah, now I know I should click on the source and see what it says. Ask Jeeves. Okay, did anyone else use Ask Jeeves when you were phrasing it as a question, and then Google when you were searching, like, keywords? Any of y'all motherfuckers use Yahoo search? I used Encarta so much. I have it on CD somewhere. CD's what, you may ask? Anyway, we'll get back to that. Looks like the bare minimum. Shouldn't you be irradiating the asbestos? I used Yahoo when it was new. Dude, I like the Yahoo homepage, even though it had a bajillion million ads. But when I was a small child, I couldn't comprehend the level of horseshit I was being subjected to. I was eating the slop straight from the trowel. I was on Ask a couple months ago. I'm sorry, a couple months ago? I was asking, like, when you were, like, in the 2000s, dog. What do you mean you were on Ask.com in 2026? What the hell? Dogpile was the best search? It actually was. It actually was pretty good. I remember I was digging around for something on a forum in like the 2000s, and someone was like, I couldn't find it anywhere. Someone on the forum was a smartass, and instead of linking the file, said, just use Dogpile search, then you'll find it. And sure enough, he was right. I did find it. Jeeves is dead? That's so sad. Ask closed May 1st. This is tragic. Dude, they killed fucking Zombocom. What the hell is going on? Why do they sell that off? I'm more mad about that. Ask Jeeves has been dead for years, but Zombocom was still kicking. Now, it's some other bullshit. Zombocom is dead. Now it's some, like, AI dog shit. Hang on. Hang on. Let me go on Zombocom. I just found an article on this. Zombocom was stolen by a hacker, put up for sale, and now has been replaced with an AI-generated makeover. Okay, it got stolen. Never mind. Actual fucking dog shit. Yeah, okay. You know what? Never mind. The guy did not sell out. His shit was stolen. Also, sorry, I just clicked over to the other tab. I have 30 fucking submissions on the YouTube applications. Fantastic. Gonna need to go through those later. Aye. Asking homework questions deep in the Newgrounds forums? That's the real... that's the real old internet. Aye. Alright. Guys, we've been stalling long enough. It's time to use our gas mask filtration system to safely smoke the asbestos cigarette, the recreate asbestos cigarette. For legal purposes, this is a recreation. This is a recreation. It is simulated for comedic effect. Do not try this at home. Even though this should theoretically filter it fully, do not try this at home. Nah, bro, why would you stall? Anyway, this is just straight up like a bong. It's not actually a bong, but man, does it... Oh my gosh. Hang on. Hang on. Let's get this shit started with the Doink Sucker 9000. Alright, hang on. Hang on a second. Cause I'm not one to inhale that much. Maybe I'm being a pussy. Aye. Hold. Dude, I'm telling you, what comes out of the end of the filter smells so weird. Here's the real question. Does the added flavor, that's not coming from the asbestos. That's coming from the fact that I think I'm running it through this gas mask filter. Dude, yeah, that... Alright, you know what? Are you wearing your mask again? Yeah, here's how you do the real fucking... Alright, guys, this is the true health rip. The double mask. This is a certified asbestos mask, just FYI. Just FYI. Just stick this up to one of the holes. Yeah, I don't recommend... I mean, it filters it, sure, but, like, I don't recommend ripping straight through the fucking filter of the mask, because then it traps it all in. How do you even get any suction? You gotta pull like crazy. You gotta get egg roll lung. How are your eyes, bro? My eyes are fine. I don't know what you're talking about. You know what I'm realizing? Hang on. Yeah, you know what I've realized? I attach this thing to it, but hang on. There's a far more... You'd think this is the peak of crackhead engineering, but actually no. I think we can go even more crackhead because the mask that this originally came off of should still be able to couple to the top of this filter. Yeah. Well, it's facing the wrong way. But you can just... Asbestos smoke. Don't breathe this. Hang on. Yeah. Guys, new fucking thing. Hang on, bros. This is genius. This is technology that should never have been given to any singular man. Hang on, hang on. We already have this tech? Yeah, I figured. I just didn't think about it. Bro's got a hotbox the asbestos cig. No, don't worry about it, bro. I can't fully put the mask on. It's too, like, hard to get on. Legitimately. Hang on, I'm setting up the camera. Mom, get the camera! Wear a mask with a smile for hours at a time. Is that what the original lyrics are? I only know the ones about sucking dick. Suck his dick with a smile for hours at a time. Da 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 da. Ba ba da ba 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 da ba da ba ba. This camera's positioned fucking low. Yeah, hang on a second. How do we how do I fucking... No. Don't put the whole thing on. Just pull the mouth part over. Yeah. That's like enough of a seal. Where's the fucking... You know what? I mean, like, that's like... It's not the worst. As long as you don't stay in the... You would not want to strap this shit on and then do this. That's for damn sure. They completely neglected to make this fit over a crocheted balaclava. I can't believe they do this. Dog, it's completely fine. I'm realizing I'm sucking residual smoke out. I think it went out. This is the part where it gets demonetized. Dog. This shit is going on YouTube. Prediction. YouTube prediction. This shit is gonna go on YouTube. It's gonna be a good performing video, but it's gonna get demonetized basically instantly. Which is what happens to most of the smoking videos. Correction, it happens to any of the smoking videos that I am in. Like, if I smoke, then it's over, bro. And if you even reference weed, it's like giga over. They hate any implication of cannabis. And I'm not a stoner, so I don't mention it much, but every video I've done where the joke is weed Lamau, if it's even part of it, they fuck me up. Editor, cut this part in right when I say, let me take a rip on this, and then mute the volume so you can't tell the vacuum's going. So it looks like I'm taking the absolute, like, giga rip. Wait, why did I turn on? Oh, I unplugged it. I am not taking more huffs on the fucking cancer cig. Even through the filter that makes it not dangerous. Oh, that was a big one. Dude, the one with the asbestos on it is way harder to draw through. Did you see how slow that was compared to the other one? Also, how fucking black it is. Hang on. Let me, What the fuck? My guess is that the paper was getting burnt. Because the asbestos itself cannot burn just by the nature of it. It is fireproof. Bypass the filter? Yeah, I think that maybe it like tunneled through where the paper was. The filter is definitely brown. I don't know if you can tell that. Here's the color of it. Here's the color of it unfiltered versus the color of it in the filter, just for comparison. It's definitely tarred it up. You sure it was actually asbestos? Nah, bro, this is simulated for comedic effect. Don't try this at home. Right? Brother, ew. That was one of the downsides. You have to draw harder to get it deeper in your lungs. That's a lot of tar. Simulated. Speaking of simulated, just got back from your mother's last night. Can you say tard it on Twitch? Shut the fuck up. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying, not that. Oh, so I'm worried about you. Yeah. Everyone is, because they don't know shit. Look, bro, nothing wrong with, some of you guys need to read the disclaimer a little more. It's simulated for comedic effect. Do not try this at home. Do we legally ask where you find comedic effect asbestos? Is it from grandma's comedic 1970s attic? If I were to find a source of real asbestos, let's just say it would be from an old fireproof glove. Just hit that sig normal with the corn mask on. I am not blowing straight through that thing, dog. I'm not doing it. Ooh, oh, my wife is worried about the eggs. What? What do you mean? What eggs? It's like jackass. Echo Rhythm, thank you for the 2 months. Thank you. Creator, thank you for the $2. Is the liver not like a gas tank? Slab 2026. Metal Deer Solid, thank you for the 7 months of T1. I appreciate you. Frank Ned, your buddy, thank you for the 500 bits. Raw dog that shit straight to the pleasure dome. What are you calling the pleasure dome? Frank Ned, thank you for the 400 bits, actually. Thank you. Caitlin, thank you for the gifted sub to I Love Chinese Cigarettes. Loki Scarlet, thank you for the 100 bits. Bro, the Kingzong TikTok Temu filter is ass Bezos. I have no idea what you're talking about, but okay. Cat Gaming for the win. Thank you for the 4 months of T1. Thank you. How'd you even get it? Bro, it's simulated for comedic effect. Do not try this at home. Yeet God McNeckass. Thank you so much for the gifted membership The Seraph 28. The Crowbar, thank you for the $5. In regards to your question about the movie, it was heavily edited, but yes, the song name is Caretaker. No, the artist who compiled those songs into a collection is the Caretaker. And the, I believe the collection is called Everything at the End of Time. But maybe I'm wrong about that. The song that they used wasn't, I don't know if it was from that. I think that it was just the source song that without the like editing to make it sound grainy. Is Kismet, thank you for the gift sub to X2T2K, thank you. Franknet, thank you for the 500 bits. Logo Cry About, thank you for the 100 bits. Disregard this receipt. All right, if you say so. Caitlin, thank you so much for the 200 bits. Genghis Crayon, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Ye Dog, burn that guy's receipts. AV Fusion, thank you for the 100 bits. Thank you, thank you. Wow Goob, thank you for the 6 months of Prime. Your mom likes microplastics. Your mom got... I had so much microplastics in my balls. Your mom got my cock looking like a 3D printer. Squick Fixation, thank you for the 100 bits. Having arrived late and taken zero time to read anything, I can only assume you're smoking some sort of medical equipment-based contraption for the reasons of standard human behavior. Yeah, that's absolutely what I'm doing. Caitlin, thank you so much for the gift sub to Cereal. Creator, thank you for the $2. It's not a bong, it's a water pipe. This isn't even a water pipe. There's no water. This is basically just a filtered version of those long sticks that people used to smoke cigarettes out of. Hang on. Oh my gosh, there's 2 of the roly things in there. Why is it still beeping? Frank Ned, thank you so much for the 300 bits. No matter how many times you dono saying, hit it without the filter, you pussy. I'm not huffing straight asbestos out of a fucking... I'm not hitting that straight, man. It's gonna give me particle lung. Swex Fixation, thank you for the 100 bits. A device to outsmoke Metal Gear. Dalek, thank you for the 100 bits. Sorry, thank you for the 200 bits. And the description of how a liver works? Genuinely did not know that. Niolai, thank you for the $5. He's saving that receipt because they said the right things. Love is in the air. No, I'm saving that receipt because it's funny. That's Asbestos. Thank you for the $5. My aunt is super not helpful right now, but please take care of yourself. I'm so worried about you sometimes. No. I'm fine. Don't worry. Bro, it's simulated for comedic effect. M&M Matt, thank you for the 100 bits. Thank you. Caitlin, thank you for the 100 bits. Sorry, thank you for the 200 bits. 300 bits, thank you. Nightwolf, thank you for the 100 bits. The mundane thing we're gonna find out in 40 years causes cancer is thermal printers. Beep, beep, beep. Shut the fuck up. Anon, thank you for the gift sub to eggs. Anon, thank you for the gift sub to unrefrigerated. Oh, wait. Was this the person who was freaking out about the 15-minute unrefrigerated eggs? They ain't cut out for the stream, man. I remember them. I don't know if they're cut out for the average stream shenanigans. Oy, oy. Malden Brewski, they are the 5 months. Aren't you the SIG guy? Yeah, well, kinda. Is Kismet, thank you for the 300 bits. Can you smoke this receipt in any way? No, the chemicals in this paper is really bad. Because it has ink in it, because it's thermal paper. So I don't do any smoking of the receipts. Anyway, let me take a hit off my asbestos filtered SIG real fast. They are no longer with us after the Temu house having the eggs out for like 4 days. Hey, I somehow didn't get sick from that. Sizable Peen, thank you for the 3 months of Prime. Touching receipts constantly can cause hormone-disrupting chemicals to enter your bloodstream. Guy who hasn't heard me give this diatribe 100 times before about how I get the BPA free, whatever fucking other thing free. I get the receipts that don't have any of that shit in them. They cost more. They cost a decent bit more. But I'm handling them all the time, so I took care of that from day one, bro. And also, you're really telling this to a guy smoking asbestos. Oi, oi, oi. Vineroso, thank you for the $5. Thanks for suffering for the bit. I'm gonna be so real, this will do nothing to me. Weather Wizard 401, thank you for the 9 months of Prime, thank you. Or maybe you were talking about when I huffed through the gas mask. That's not pleasant. But it's less unpleasant than if it was a normal cig and it was raw, not through the filter. That would have been fucking brutal. Ruiner, thank you for the $5. I pushed Google on my class in 2002 and everyone started using it. Smoke it straight for the most scientific results. I've smoked worse. Send it. Dalek, thank you for the 100 bits. Thank you, thank you. Hey, Jeeves, suck my shit smooth clean. Miss Trashley, thank you for the 100 bits. Hey, Slab, your videos and streams have been a lifesaver in the psych ward. It makes you feel right at home. I love your content and creations. I'm looking forward to seeing you grow. Thank you, thank you. I'm glad you enjoy it. DGP Kira, thank you for the fresh Prime sub. Appreciate ya. Catty Meow, thank you for the $2. You got a new me. I mean avatar. Yeah, I did in fact get a new me. It's pretty epic. Is Kismet, thank you for the 100 bits. And Jarred Fards, somehow you don't have a profile pic, but thank you for the 500 bits. Thank you, thank you. Alright. Everyone's all smoke it without the filter in between. Alright, alright. Alright, you want me to smoke this without the filter in between? Alright, okay. Tell you what, let's take a rip straight, just a little as a bit, okay? Straight off the thing. Just to see. That tastes funny. Hang on. Yeah, that's probably fine. Yeah, that's probably okay. Gotcha, motherfuckers. This is a normal one. This is the asbestos one. Psych! Come on, man. Come on, bro. Let me have a little bit of a bit every now and then. Let me tell you, not having a face cam makes it way easier to pull this kind of bamboozle. Here, hang on. I'll keep smoking this one so that then when people clicking in for the stream think that this is the asbestos one. Oi. You had me scurried? Listen, I don't want to reveal all my secrets, but stream is never as dangerous as it looks. Because if it was, some of this shit would get me banned. Hidden Symbol, thank you for the 100 bits. Finally catching a stream. Love your vids on YouTube. Hell yeah, dude. Glad you like it. Dork Lorraine, thank you for the 4 months of T1. Simulated comedic mesothelioma. Guys, I'm going to be having a meeting with my doctor, simulated for comedic effect later. Nightwolf, thank you for the 100 bits. You missed the asbestos shop vac story on my other receipt. Oh, fuck. Did I really? Hang on. These particular cigarettes, which I happen to have a significant quantity of, are by far the most, like, harsh ones. Missed the Asbestos shop backstory. Let me scroll. Remind me to tell you about the shop vacs that showed up at a certain surplus place that had asbestos warnings on them. I might have that saved picture somewhere. Oh, come on, man. How the shop vac's gonna have it? They make it a fireproof... Oh, wait, it's probably in the filter. It's probably in the shop vac filter. Aye, aye. The new PNG doesn't have the drink go up the bottleneck when he sucks on it. Yeah, so many people pointed that out. Get ready. I'm about to blow your fucking mind. So many people say this. Get ready to have your mind fucking blown open, okay? Why is this making me reauthorize? Alright. Check this shit. Notice the bottle. That drink, he is not drinking shit, man. I've had this model for years. No one's ever pointed out this. He ain't drinking shit. Bro has never had a sip in his life. It's the angle, I'm telling you. But, like, the old one also doesn't have the angle up high enough to drink from it. Even if the liquid was like at the mouth, it would look weird. Limmy, if you want to make the angle a little sharper, you know, we can work with that. But honestly, I like it as it is. And I do think it's funny to point out that the other one also wasn't drinking shit. Damn, I'm getting that asbestos lung. Does filling the bottle work better? It'd have to be really full to see it. It would have to be really full, or the arm would need to be a little lower and down the body of the bottle so that it's like the top part is poking out of the top and you can see it up there, maybe. I don't know. Can't... I'm sorry, what did you ask for? Can you do a version of this one where it looks like he's deep-throating it? No, absolutely not. Go fuck yourself. This is like the Prestige, where at the end you reveal there's a clone of you without asbestos lung. After today's stream, he's kind of hitting a smoking device. I don't know what you're talking about. The arm motion will suffice. The bottle can be edited out. Easy enough. I don't know what you guys have. I have no problem with it. I think it's funny. I think it's funny that he ain't drinking shit at any given time. No, if we're talking about alts for the PNG, because I'm getting one that's angry. Lemmy is working on an angry version. As an alt for when you guys are pissing me off. But, speaking of, there could be one where he doesn't bring the bottle up to his mouth, like, to chug from it as well. And it could just be an alternate to this one where he does. Keep it as a bear? Oh, he's staying in his current form, I fear. Not drinking, he's just thinking about it. It's just the same, but the eyebrows are pointed down. The dynamicness of the mouth shape on this one. There's a lot you can do with making them look mad. Alright, Chris, thank you for the $2. BFP of me and my dead cat. Okay, look, you can't say me and my dead cat. You have to say, like, me and my cat who has now sadly passed away. Not me and my dead cat makes it sound like the cat is dead in the photo. Presumably the cat is alive. Anyway, I hope you're doing well, brother. Nightwolf, thank you for the 100 bits. He never gets to drink because chat keeps interrupting him. Also, the reason for the warnings on those were because they were used for cleanup. Oh, that's probably what it was. If they're used... Yeah. The shirt on the mad one should say high cortisol on it. It has the... it has the fucking cortisol meter. Bro roasted his cat for the BFP. No, don't say that. That's just, he phrased it maybe the funniest possible way to phrase it. What can I say? I got shit planned. Yeah, Limmy's cooking a lot of new stuff. Including an alt outfit for the cooking streams. Ooh, what could that be? Speaking of cooking alt outfit, by the way, there is a there may or may not be a new plushie getting open for pre-order soon. Maybe in perhaps the next like week or two. Keep an eye out. I'll announce it on Twitter and the Discord and on the YouTube social. On the YouTube socials. Don't worry. All outfit made dress? Absolutely not. Listen, man. There's so many Twitch streamers that you can convince to, like, cross-dress. I'm not one of them. You gotta get one of those other guys. That's not my game, okay? I'm smoking a different one of these, not that fucking... Yeah, see, this one tastes good. First stream join, I usually watch VODs or clips. Took me a while to realize the URL changed from UU to OWO. What the fuck? Were you watching when it was that, or did you realize that that was the old one? Welcome in, brother. Didn't you have a viewer who kept trying to buy you women's clothing? Yeah, but they were like trying to like bribe me into it. They would like, they didn't dono a lot, but they kept buying, they bought a shitload of women's clothes on Throne and then would get indignant and mad that I wouldn't wear them. Even when I said, don't buy me this, I'm not gonna wear it. They'd be like, well, I spent money, so you have to wear it. And I'm like, I'm not fucking doing that, dog. But there's a lot of people you probably could sucker into wearing a dress by buying it for them, so... They just need to find a new target to their shenanigans. I ain't dealing with that. So you need donos? I am not... Well, I won't name other streamers. There are other streamers you can bribe to do this. I am not them. So no. Wear it because it's gay month? You can't... Dog, you can't be like, it's gay month, you should be gay. Sorry, bro, I know you're straight, but you got a fucking dude before the end of the month. It's June. That's the rules. Chris Blacksmith, thank you for the $2. Me and my cat before she... Oh, rest in peace to your cat. I hope you're doing well, Chris. You're a nice guy. King Epic, thank you for the 100 bits. Will the new plushie be Corn Man? No, it is a different form. But, look, just hold out. Just hold out and wait. Keep in mind, how long it takes a plushie to get produced. When this plushie went to production, it was after this was been in talks since the last plushie's campaign ended. Like November of last year. Because it just takes like over half a year to make a plush. And get it prototyped and start the pre-orders and then eventually ship it out. The end-to-end is like a full year. And you guys don't even hear about it until it's over halfway through. My plushie hasn't arrived yet? Really? They've shipped the majority of the U2's ones at this point. I'm still waiting on them. I told them I can't open pre-orders for a new plush if there's a considerable amount of people that haven't got the old one. And they were like, yeah, we know. We're trying. They did have some production problems that stalled the last one because it was supposed to be delivered in March. And then it's gotten delivered in May, basically. Mine is in customs. Oh, that sucks. Mine is still traveling the great continental United States. Okay, some people just still haven't gotten it quite. They shipped in early May. Mine just now got to LA. Okay, okay. Mine is stuck in customs. Oh, okay. Well, as long as it's been shipped, at least. Hopefully customs doesn't give you a hard time. Surely they won't. Plushies aren't. They'll fuck you over on like electronics and stuff, but not. I don't think they will on plushies. They came to the US a week or two ago and left LA recently. I think that's where their distribution center is. All these streamer merch companies are, even the big ones, you're always fighting the fact that there's just, like, not that much production. So, they can very easily take on a lot and then be like, ah, shit, we're now, like, 30% more shit than we normally supply, and it's clogging our supply chain. U2's is a little bit better about it, but there are other merch companies that have been, like, massively delayed because they ended up signing on new people and it just like they didn't have the infrastructure for it. My Mari spent over a month with no shipping updates. Oh man. Yeah, I think they've taken a lot of new people recently and it's been messing with it a bit. But I benefit from this because they took me. And I quite like their plushies. Oi, oi. Not as bad as Phase merch? Yeah! they're a pretty small company. They have some pretty decent distribution to have to deal with. Oi, oi. Horrible stream idea. Make a Rube Goldberg machine that lights your cigarettes. Yeah, we gotta start bringing back the Rube Goldberg making. I think I mentioned this last stream. I want to revisit the device that throws you out of bed when your alarm goes off. I feel like I could do it a lot better now. Aye, aye. U2's is less delayed because they're open about the fact they're super slow. Dude, for anyone... There are so many merch companies that exist for, like... Because I know so many VTubers. And my original merch run was through a VTuber merch company. There are so many VTuber-specific merch companies because that's such... Like, buying merch is such, like, a cultural thing in that community. And so many of them are a guy in their garage with no staff or anything. And so that works fine when you have a bunch of smaller talents that you're arranging, oh, I gotta ship like 50 of this or whatever. But then what always happens is they'll sign one talent that's bigger and they'll sell like 1,000 of something. and then it just completely ruins their ability to deliver things because they don't have any staff or like real storage or anything. So it like they're cram all this shit in their house and they have to pack and send it themselves. And it's such a fucking ordeal. That's happened to I know a lot of people that have tried to run merch where that's effectively happened. U2's at least works mostly with bigger drops. And they work with big brands. They do like Five Nights at Freddy's merch and shit. So they have a better pipeline even if they get delays sometimes. It's not as much as a lot of the smaller merch companies. That's what U-Market seems like. U-Market's interesting. They've determined that they can just screen print hoodies, pants, and prints. And so, basically anyone... I was gonna say anyone with a pulse, but that's not really true. You have to have some proven audience, but... like, it's very easy to get a merch run through them, because they know that they can have those ready to print and ship without needing it to be like a supply thing that they have. They have the in-house tools to make them. But when they run bigger merch, a lot of people have had some really delayed orders. Just bought my first bit of content creator merch. Good to know it's gonna take like a year to get it. Some merch prints to go. I'm trying, okay. I'm running, now that my PNG is updated and I've got a little bit of a stylistic upgrade, I'm getting some merch run through Orchard 8, which is Bricky's merch company. And part of the main reason why I want to run it through him is, one, he gives a shit about his company and he seems to make pretty good quality stuff. But also, two, the lead time is like 2 weeks instead of like 5 months. So, hopefully he can get a dropout way faster. Aye, aye. That'll be like, that won't be like the plush drop. That'll be, like, smaller items. I have Hina's shirt. Yeah, Hina ran through him. That was how I heard. Well, I talked to him. But, I know Hina ran her merch, and then she was like, yeah, it's good quality stuff. So I was like, hell yeah. So, I gotta get back to him on some of that. I can't overwork, Limmy on commissions right now. Since they're getting all the PNGs made. I'm getting my PNGs updated before I delve into merch comms. Look forward to your future Rube Goldberg machine. Hell yeah, brother. Thank you for the 500 bits. Hot bread, aka toast. DJ P. Kira, thank you for the 100 bits. Prove to YouTube that it's simulated for monetization. I mean, like, this could have just been a fucking cotton ball. You don't know nothing. Maybe it is just a cotton ball. Who knows? Maybe it's fake all the way down, bro. You got no clue. You got my word on it. Editor, put in a I was gonna say put in a recording of me saying it's all fake at the beginning of the video, but don't actually do that. Editor, put this into the beginning of the YouTube video, so that I potentially don't lose monetization. I mean, I don't think I would lose, I'm gonna be real, I don't think they would lose me monetization for the use of asbestos, because I've used other dangerous shit. I think they would lose me monetization for this fucking bong apparatus that I used to, sample the cigarette without inhaling asbestos particles. So I think it's a matter of, I don't think it's a matter of saying that the asbestos is real or fake. I think it's a matter of the apparatus that I'm showing. They care way more about that. Oi, oi. Fossilized loot. Thank you for the 6 months. Thank you. He has a P.O. box, right? I have a dumb AI agent ESP32 thing from China. I want to seed him. It's a Seed Watcher AI agent. Seed Studio made it? What the hell? What is it running? What is it? Is it pinging like a server? If it's an ESP, probably. Chris Blacksmith, thank you for the $2. Dog PFP now. His name is Jackson. He is alive. Oh, here's Doggy. You love showing me pictures of stuff. You upload pictures in the viewer post section of the YouTube community tab all the time. Oi, oi. Gala Grins Art, thank you for the $5. Me and my 2 living cats want that playlist. My youngest cat does. He watches the TV. Dalek, thank you for the 100 bits. I appreciate it. RBZ, thank you for the $2. Tuning in for the asbestos? Hell yeah, brother. You know, like normally at the we've done our stream, we've done our demo. Then I'm like, you know, I have some kind of thing to say. Oh, we learned this. Like with the self-lighting cigarettes, it was like, oh, I guess we learned it does work. What do I say to conclude this shit, man? It works as a filter, I guess. It's actually a pretty effective filter. It caught a shitload of tar. With like basically none in... That's what we do. Hang on. Why am I stupid? I did a rip. Hang on. No. That's actually what we test. I've been sitting here poking around yapping. I completely forgot. There's a very legitimate final test to do here. Okay. Hear me out. We're starting with 2 white paper towels that we're gonna use as tar catchers, effectively. Yes, you are. This whole thing is stupid. Yeah, no shit, this is stupid. Welcome to the stream, motherfucker. You're too old head to be just now figuring this out. All right. Yeah. Let's see how brown this gets versus one with the asbestos filter, because okay. The original claim of the Kent cigarettes was that the asbestos filters were better for you because they caught more tar. And, well, hang on a second. I really need to rip this without this filter then, don't I? Because this is gonna catch too much. Alright. This is just gonna rip it straight into the vacuum. Maybe I should wear the mask while I do this. Alright, so let's see if Kent was lying about the function of their asbestos cigarettes. Because, yeah, they'll cause lung cancer or whatever. Oh, yeah, you'll get your mesothelioma. But they still had a claim. They still had the claim that less tar gets through the asbestos than a normal cigarette filter. So here's a cig with a normal filter. Pretty normal, I feel. Strap this shit to the end. Let's rip the whole thing using this vacuum cleaner. I've removed the filter that protects you from asbestos, because that's gonna catch a lot of the tar. Let's see what happens when we rip this straight. So this is the control, and then we'll run the asbestos. There we go. Alright. That filter is sucked fucking smooth, man. The filter on this one is brown as hell, too. But, let's see what it did to the paper towel. Alright. That is pretty dirty. We'll put them side by side once we have both. Alright, now, for this one, because I am gonna be straight blasting asbestos with no, because this will catch the asbestos particles. This doesn't have it. So, since I'm ripping straight asbestos, and it is gonna blast smoke out the exhaust hole. This is a respirator with an asbestos filter in it. That's a filter for asbestos, not made from it. Alright. Let's get this guy. This is the one with the asbestos filter. Let's find out if this advertising is hog shit or not. That is a real asbestos filter! I love it. It's certainly harder to suck the thing through this. The filter's pretty brown. But, how does this look? Dude. Listen, I don't want to say... Ugh. I don't want to say that, maybe the guys making, like, the gigacancer cigarette were onto something. But, observe the taint of this one. This paper towel, dog, this is like untouched. Dude, they might have been cooking. That was no tricks, I swear to God. No swap outs, nothing. That's just straight up the difference between the two. It's because you can't see the asbestos. Well, yeah, they weren't claiming it wouldn't clog your lungs with particles. They were saying that it wouldn't give you tar lung. Left side 11 huffs, right side 12 huffs. That's a deep cut. Dude, that actually fucking... that actually filters so much better. It's not even close. Look how... Yeah, I thought maybe there would be a subtle difference. No, it's like a really dramatic difference. This has effectively no tar at all. No wonder their campaign works so well. Alright, never mind. I say earlier we didn't have a conclusion for this fucking project. Never mind, now we do. That's crazy. Alright, well, we can confirm that their claims that less tar gets through it are at least, like, appear to be substantiated. Now, you know, you gotta weigh the other things, like the fact that the microparticles are absolutely coming through and giving you mega cancer. But their claim that it stops the cigarette tar, they're kind of onto something. We learned that asbestos is great. I think what we learned today is asbestos truly is a wonder material. They gotta bring that shit back, man. They also make glass filters. Well, like, wait, like, what's it called? Like insulation? Like fiberglass? Or like a molded glass. Is the Facebook real? I do not have a Facebook, but I do have an Instagram. I do now have an Instagram. I'm not the one managing it, but this is the official Instagram. Hang on. I'll link the Instagram again. Oh wow, this one video took off. Hang on, wait. Last time I shilled this, I got like 60 followers, and now it has 1,000 followers. And one of the videos has 10,000 likes. Anyway, follow the Instagram if you have an Instagram and you want to. Yeah, wait, what the fuck? This has 10,000 likes now. That's gotten some proper traction. I haven't even checked the thing. I gotta start getting consistent uploads on there, man. Ain't fiberglass filters what they use now? Really? Well, I don't have one of those to compare against. Gotta smoke that shit through the cotton candy they put in the walls. This... I can't believe... It actually does... It does do what they say. You know, if you just ignore the other things it does. That's kind of epic. Jalter Bro, thank you for the $5. I think you made the asbestos filter too tight so it doesn't hit right. It should leading to less tar getting through. It'd also be why it's harder to hit. It wasn't like super tight though. I know I rolled it up, but it was a pretty loose roll. I don't know. Don't know. Kind of hard to test that variable because I don't know how they make normal filters. Aidentification, thank you for the $5. Never thought we'd be observing taint on stream. Hell yeah, brother. Zen Fluffy Fox, thank you for the 200 bits. Asbestos is gonna come back in a big way, dog. Chris Blacksmith, thank you for the $1. Oh, I see your profile pic as a cat again. And Mr. Magic HT, thank you for the 2 months. Thank you, thank you. Smoke some lead with your asbestos. I'm not fucking huffing lead. Oi, oi. Does this mean asbestos is good for you? I wouldn't be recommending it. I think what this does mean is that it's good at filtering tar. Make a roach/card filter and run the test again. That is absolutely gonna have more... That's absolutely gonna have more. What if you use both filters? I'm not banning anyone. Sorry, I was responding to a message. Does Zin make a good filter? I am not doing that. Here, hang on. I think that we've done all we need to do for today. I got some stuff to prep for tomorrow. Tomorrow's stream, we're gonna be fixing up the, okay, so we're gonna be attempting the breadstick world record this weekend. Right. That's the idea, unless something delays it. Right. Well, I did a test this weekend with the electric heating element, and that shit sucks. It is way too slow. So we are modifying the cart, and we are going to add a massive propane blaster. So it should be like a rolling pizza oven. Don't worry. We're gonna modify that. I need to prep some stuff because that stream's gonna be in the garage. We're gonna be doing some welding. Fun stuff. But I gotta set up. I got a new generator. One, because I'll need a generator out while we do the breadstick stream. Two, I want a generator for when the power goes out here. And three, I want a generator to have 220 volts to run my welder in the garage. And I could put the generator outside and run the welder cord under the garage door inside. We do a SIG without a filter test. Not really the point of the stream. Sorry, I'm already transitioning out of the stream. My apologies. My condolences. I'm not gonna set up the thing again. Build stream part 3. My apologies for a part 3, but like, that's, yeah, we did, I tested it and it didn't work very well, so we're gonna part 3 this shit. Alright, hang on a second. Let's raid Hina on Twitch. When are we getting part 3 of the Gek? Next week. And we're gonna be using the laser cutter. The brand new laser cutter. We got so distracted by the scientific testing, he forgot the hypothesis. This is not a true scientific channel. This is a crazy person trying shit in their garage. You gotta you gotta keep that in mind. Anyway, while we're raiding out, hit me with the
Attention. If you were a loved one was diagnosed with mesothelioma,
there we go.
Mesothelioma is a rare cancer linked to asbestos exposure. If you were a loved one was diagnosed with mesothelioma,
anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. As I said, simulated for comedic effect. Do not try this at home.
Shipyards, mills, heating, construction of the automotive industry.
Do you know how hard it is to talk over this? I hope you guys have a good rest of your night. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 6 p.m. Possibly in the morning for an early morning gaming stream. Hope you guys have a good rest of your night. It's a good old time. Goodbye. See you. YouTube.
Linked to asbestos exposure. Call now. If you or a loved one was
YouTube.
mesothelioma, you may be entitled to financial compensation. Mesothelioma is a rare cancer.
I gotta stop. I can't talk over this. This is the most like ridiculous thing to attempt to talk over of all time. It's actually like fucking horrid. Anyway, YouTube, it's been great. I gotta go get shit set up. Also, I need to go through all of your mod applications. It looks like there have been 32. That's a lot. That's a lot. I'm gonna go through all of them. We're gonna see who we end up taking on. I'll probably be hitting you guys up on Discord. It is Discord handle 32 responses, and it's all fucking it tried to AI summarize it, and it's like responses contain a mix of direct usernames, handles preceded by an @ symbol, and those utilizing the traditional tag format. No, motherfucker, that is not what I want results from this. Time to ban 32 people. Ban every person that submitted to it. Aye. I'll go through these and I'll get back to some of you guys. I want to talk to people first. Just because, like, when I've chosen mods for Twitch, it's been, like, people that I've known in the community. But the YouTube, I know a couple of you guys, but I haven't talked to a lot of you, so I'll chat up with some of y'all and see what you think. And, I'll let you know. Thank you so much for showing up. We'll be multi-streaming again tomorrow, so I'll see you guys at 7 p.m. tomorrow. Hope you have a good rest of your night. Good night. Goodbye.